So I picked up this CT200U-EX a while back, and I really don't know what's in the engine other than a billet flywheel, a slide carb, and a header pipe, but I've never pulled it apart internally to see what's in it. Well, I did pull off the valve cover, and it has an aluminum retainer kit, shaft-mounted rockers, and chromoly push rods. So I'm guessing it might have a cam and a billet rod, hopefully. And of course you have your driver driven, and it's running a 60-tooth sprocket. Then you got the VM22, and then you can see the billet flywheel down in there. And then it has a custom header pipe. So it has your standard header pipe, but then they welded another header pipe on the other side. So now it has like a dual exhaust. So the thing is with this bike, it's actually pretty quick taking off with the 60 sprocket, but once you get up to top speed, you can tell it's held back with a stock driver. It just doesn't want to rev. So to see if I can make it easier to launch without being so wheelie happy, and then make it a little bit faster at top speed, I'm gonna add this tuned Juggernaut. So this Juggernaut has the Stage 1 tuner kit from Go Power Sports, and it raises the stall speed from around 2,500 to 3,000 RPM. So I'm thinking with this, it should help the bike launch a little bit smoother, so I might get some faster 0 to 30 times out of it. So first I'll take this bike out for a 0 to 30 and top speed run the way it's set up now with the unknown cam and unknown internals, and we'll see what it does. And then I'll throw on the tuned Juggernaut and we'll take it back out for the same test and we'll see how it compares. That's one thing about these stock drivers, they launch really quick, but they kind of bog. At least this one does. When you get up to around 20 miles an hour or so, then it instantly grabs and bogs. So it really never lets the engine get into its RPM band. All right, let me see if I can get a decent launch on this thing. We'll see what it does from 0 to 30. I kind of rolled into it right off the start. It's actually pretty good. 3.71, 0 to 30. So that's not bad. Let me see if I can beat that. Yeah, locked up right away. That's where I think the Juggernaut will shine, because it lets it rev a little higher before it grabs. All right, let me see if I can beat 3.71. All right, let's see what we did. Got a little wheelie on that one. A 4.02, because it kind of lifted the front end a little bit. That's one thing about these stock drivers. They're a little bit harder to launch than a Juggernaut, for me anyway, because a Juggernaut engages a lot smoother. So a 3.71, 0 to 30. So now let me see what it does for a top speed. Yeah, see, right here it's wide open, and it takes it a while, even with the 60 sprocket, to gain speed. Yeah, if this thing had the stock sprocket, it would really have a hard time. Luckily, it does have a 60, because otherwise it would really bog down. Let's see what we did so far. So far, we did 44. I'll take it down the road here, and we'll see if we can get any more top speed out of it. top speed, it feels like it could rev higher. So the bike actually runs pretty good. So with a stock driver and the 60 rear sprocket, it did 3.71, 0 to 30, and 50.59 top speed. So now I will add the tuned Juggernaut, and I'll take it back out for the same test, and we'll see what happens. Pull the stock driver off of here. Throwing this keyway for the Juggernaut. Juggernaut on here. Okay, there we go, Juggernaut. Oh yeah, definitely a lot smoother. Alright, let me see if I can beat up on 3.71, 0 to 30. Okay, 0 to 30, tuned Juggernaut. Oh yeah, it feels a lot quicker. I tell you what, that thing feels a lot quicker. I mean, I don't know if it actually is, but it sure feels like it. 3 seconds flat. That thing is so much quicker. It almost knocked off a second. It actually did knock off a second from 0 to 30. Now, let me try that again. It's just so much easier to launch. It doesn't lift the front end instantly. Like, it transitions the power a lot smoother. Oh yeah, it lets this thing rev now. Alright, 0 to 30, tuned Juggernaut. Whoa, that thing launched the front end. Let me see if I can get that down. Okay, 0 to 30, tuned Juggernaut. Got a little bit of a wheelie that time. We'll see. At 3.02. I think I can get this bike into the 2-second range. I'm right there. Yeah, it's definitely a lot quicker with the Juggernaut. I think that this is definitely a 2-second bike. With a little bit of practice, I can get this into the 2 seconds range easy. Alright, so now I'll do a top speed and I'll see if I can beat 50.59. Yeah, it definitely feels a lot faster. You can definitely hear it rev a lot harder. Let's see what we did so far. So we did 46.95 so far, and last time around, at this point, it was around 44. So we'll see what it does for top speed. Top speed run, Juggernaut. this thing is definitely a lot faster. A lot quicker and a lot faster. So it was like a night and day difference with the Juggernaut. So the bike did 3.71 0 to 30 with a stock driver and then 50.59 top speed. Then I added the tuned Juggernaut and it almost dropped a second from 0 to 30, which is a lot faster or a lot quicker. And then gained 8 miles per hour or almost 8 miles per hour, 58.22. So these are the biggest gains I've ever seen with the Juggernaut. The bike almost did 8 miles per hour faster and almost dropped a second from 0 to 30, which is a lot quicker. So whatever cam's in this engine really does well with the Juggernaut, because the Juggernaut lets it definitely get into its RPM band.